Hello everyone, welcome back to Farming Simulator on the New Lands map. Today we're going to do a lot. We're going to get a lot done. Let's hop over. I prepped a little bit here. We're going to go right to the store first. Yeah, the farm mall, the McCormick farm mall. It's time. Let's go in here. We're going to repaint it. We're going to repair it, paint it. We're going to sell it. We're going to do the same with our original lawnmower. And get that out of our name. We're at $27,000 now. So before we cut the grass on this field, which we're gonna have to do this month, or it's to our benefit to cut it this month so we can get one more potential mow out of it before winter. We're gonna have to buy another mower. We'll get to that later. We also prepped, yep, that's where I wanted to be. We also prepped this tractor here. We are gonna use Courseplay because there's a lot to do today. So let's go ahead and hop in here. We're going to go no course, but we are going to generate one. We'll do 2 headlands, generate that, and open that up. That's, it seems like the course is off a little bit. Oh, because we did nearest. Okay, so let's go ahead and close that, and we'll switch to first waypoint, and we'll see if that works. And let's go ahead and go into the settings, if I can remember the right one. And we're going to turn on wages 50%. So what we said we wanted to go with on this playthrough. And wages are decreasing. Perfect. So again, we have a lot to do this episode. So I wanted to get this going. We want to also probably fertilize it as well afterwards. But we'll get the barley laid out and hopefully we have enough seed. But we'll hop over here. We have this prepped. We'll hop out. If you watched my recent video on how to use the firewood processor, you can see where we are losing a little bit of money here, but I wanted to get rid of those birch ones. So we're going to start off with 2,500. So we're at 30,000. We're going to drive this back while the barley is being planted. We're going to go ahead and process a ton of those logs that I've prepped, and I will show you all the prep I've done. Let's just get this lined up good here. There we go. Shut the tractor off. And you can see we took all the logs that were around and we started making piles. There's a few that we haven't done yet, but we have time for that. So I think we should be good to hop in here and go ahead and get that motor going and start processing some of these. All right, our first load of the day processed here. Let's see how we did. I don't think this one will be huge. Yeah, 4,800. And the negative 355 reminds me of the thing that we want to do next. We're going to drop the trailer off. We're going to head to the store and we're going to buy the Scout. All right, we've arrived at the store. Let's hop in here, and I believe it's under miscellaneous. It's not under miscellaneous. Where is it at? Where would it be then? Let's just go into the mods section, and that should help us get to it pretty quick. There we go. I was being a doofus. $17,000. We are going to buy this outright. No leasing there, so we're going to pay attention to our money. I'm going to try to stay in the positive for the month. We'll see how that'll do. We do have a lot more wood to process, but we also need to buy another mower, which might make sense. Oops. Oh, no. Might make sense to do that now. Let's take a look. So if we're in here and we go to mowers, I do want this series here long term. Let's go ahead and risk it. We're going to purchase that outright. And just to see how silly we're being, this is 3.1 meters, and this one was 1.8. So this is going to be a huge improvement already for us. Let's see, let's turn this. We'll put this on the back. And then we can back up. And put this on the front. There we go. We'll go ahead and get these home. All right, I think we'll go ahead and keep the mower on while we do this. There's no reason to drop it off yet. So let's go ahead and get to a good spot to get our first sample here. Try not to waste any space. And if we go over just a hair this way, we're gonna have to back up though. Actually, that should be okay. Let's go ahead, we'll drop it on down, take a sample. This field's pretty big. We'll get a good feel of how big it actually is when we see how many samples it takes. Could have done that a little more efficiently. That's a lot of samples, so I think when we raise that one, yeah, 13 it is. Let's go ahead and take a look though, if we can. Yeah, right here. Our score is at 37. It's hideous. It's terrible. Let's go ahead and send these in, and we'll see what happens to the score, and we'll take a peek at that. We'll just go ahead and drive over here and start prepping the samples on the other field. Oh, it looks like our worker's just about done as well. Perfect timing. Let's try to do this a little more efficiently, but there shouldn't be too many over here. Okay, those came in. 1,300 bucks, so gonna have to process some wood here. So that it upped our score by 1. Soil samples. Let's see if we can get that higher with this other side. I don't know if that's taking into account all of our land or just these fields, but that's definitely something we want to focus on until we get it up to a good part to where we're making profit off of the environmental score and not losing money like we have been. We've been losing a lot of money. All right, so this one is only 5. Not too bad. But yeah, it's a little disappointing that that didn't go up more than it did. And yeah, it's getting there. So nitrogen, tillage we'll have to take care of. So a lot of this will have to get increased. So 40 is not too great. But looking at looking at the type of soil we have, loam shouldn't be too bad. And we do have a little bit of this clay, which, yeah, I'm not too upset with that. It is what it is. Not much we can do about it. Let's go ahead and put the Scout away. We'll close it on up. That's definitely helped, and we will be able to use the nitrogen next and get our score up even more on a few other things. We're going to get a worker going on cutting the grass for us. That's going to be so much quicker. All right, and then we'll get the back piece long term, and that'll be even better. Let's go ahead and get that closed and raise that up. And drop the planter off, and then we'll grab the gator and put some nitrogen if we have it. If not, we'll have to process some wood to get some money. Money's getting tight. All right, this field is done, so let's go ahead and shut it off. We'll close it up, but let's hop in here and take a look at this view. I believe we can switch over to the nitrogen level, and you can see outside we have some grass that's possibly going to be negatively affecting us. So we'll have to see in the long run what that actually does to us, because if that's the case, I don't think we're okay with that. We might have to use the construction mode to get rid of those fields, and I believe that they're on this map to kind of help out in the beginning, so you can progress a little faster by mowing this whole area and pick up the grass. But we might have to get rid of it because I think it's negatively impacting our precision farming score. So I'll look into that a little bit more, but I'm pretty confident that that's what's happening there. I mean, we have a lot of improvement that we can do outside of removing that grass. So there's a huge amount that we can still increase that score, but we'll have to sort that out later on. All right, we got ourselves all turned around with this trailer, but we're gonna go ahead and sell a load here. And hopefully, can we do it? There we go. Nice $5,000 load, and the penalty wasn't as bad. Let's see. I don't understand. How do we get? There we go. Score is still 40. Soil sampling should be all the way up. I don't get that part. And I know over time it will correct itself. I've used it in the past, and the more fields we get, the more soil samples we get. Let's hop in there. We have a terrible score for our pH and nitrogen. We're going to get all that improved. Tillage, we'll have to look at some plowing soon and make sure we're doing that correct for what the precision farming's wanting to get that score up. But back to 7,400, that's nice. We'll probably do another load while it's still cutting the grass, while the worker's still going at the grass there, and then regroup. We got another load ready here. This one I'm hoping is pretty good money. It seems pretty full, and I'm hoping it puts us above the $10,000 threshold, which is probably my comfort zone right now with the amount of things we have leased. Definitely felt like we overextended ourselves a little bit this month, but I think it was for the best. I think it'll start paying off. I feel like I've said that a lot in this series. We're doing good. Yeah, 7,300. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's nice. Back to 14,000. I think we can take a break from this for a little bit and check on our mowing. So at this point, I'm starting to feel like a lot of the episodes have been really repetitive, and I really didn't want that. So some feedback would be awesome. What do you think? Should we keep going with the repetitiveness so we can see the entire process? Should I do like a mega episode that kind of shows a little bit of a lot of progress, meaning maybe I do 3 months in one episode and show just clips here and there, just showing us speed up the process. But like I said, let me know what you think. If you think that the pace is good, let me know. If you'd like to see me speed up and do a little bit more different things just to keep the series fresh, I'm open to all the suggestions. And also, like, on that note, being a brand new channel here, been live for, I guess when this goes live, about 2 weeks, give or take a few days. Amazing results so far. Thanks to everyone that's subscribed, everyone that has joined the channel. Absolutely thrilled with the results so far. It's been a blast. It's keeping me motivated. I'm really loving the results. Also, there's a link in the description for the Discord. Trying to get that going, trying to get the Discord going and get it more active. I try to read everything on there daily and keep up with everyone, and I think it's a great way to get the community together and start building our own little community here on the Farming Sim channel. And yeah, I would love for people to join, and also, you know, if you haven't already, hit the like and subscribe button. That would help me out a lot. But it's time to get some windrowing done. I think we could potentially catch up to our mower and be safe doing this now. So I wanted to take a break from the forestry work because that was getting a little tedious. But, you know, again, windrowing, we've done a few, so I'll probably just, you know, do a jump cut here, and it'll magically be time to do some baling. Just cleaning up a few spots that the course play missed. As you can see, we're close to being done with windrowing, and another hourly fee on this tractor kicked in, so we're back down to 10,000. Yeah, starting to feel like we overextended ourselves. And we might have to cut down every tree on this property to pull this off. That's how it's starting to feel. So just to limit the time on this, we'll go ahead and park right here. Leave it as is. Hop back in here and we'll finish the windrowing. Well, we're done with the wood processing for now, which is kind of sad because this load's not as large as I was hoping it would be. And I do have some logs in here that when we're chopping them up, they're more disappearing than they were turning into firewood. So I figured I'd just go get whatever money I can out of them. So that's what we're going to do. And that's going to be it for wood for a while. All right, last sale for a while of wood. I guess only 4,600. Only 4,600. Okay, so that's where we're sitting. Money's going to be tight. We might have to do a contract. We might have to chop down more trees. Oh man, what a roller coaster of feeling like we're doing good and then feeling like we overextended ourselves with leases. I might not be able to wait until February to sell that silage. That was my plan, but not sure we're going to be able to do that. Well, the baling's done, and let's see how many we did. Let's pop open the statistics. It was 39. No, that's trees cut down. That's silly. 31 again. So it was the same as last time. So we should have 31, and then those other three, 34, 65 bales. We got the barley growing over there, and we got some more trees that we could chop down. And I'm starting to think, was that really worth it? $45,000. Did we make $45,000? Probably not. Probably not. There's some decisions I think we're going to be making. Next episode, we'll talk about it. That'll help speed up the progress of the series. One thing I don't remember if I talked about was I don't really want this series to be about repetitive and beating the game and making as much, and gaming the system where we're keeping all of these bales around until the price is right. So I got a few ideas. We'll talk about those at the beginning of next episode. I am Socks Way Up. I will catch you on the next one.